7.2, areas of circles, sectors, and segments. So area of a circle, its formula is A equals pi r squared. R meaning radius. And Mrs. Blair has a fun way of remembering the difference between circumference and area. Circumference is what we worked with on the last homework assignment for 7.1 with arcs. And so sometimes students mix them up. So here's the trick and the saying that Mrs. Blair had come up with or had learned from someone else. And that is that let's try that again. Cherry pies is delicious. Apple pies are too. Cherry pie is delicious. Apple pies are too. Cherry, C, equals pie, delicious. Apple pies are too. Cherry pie is delicious. Apple pies are too. Circumference equals pi times diameter. Apple pie area equals pi r squared. Okay, which is a fun trick. And if you don't like it or don't need it, that's okay. But for those that do, it's a great way to remember. So first example we're going to do is area of a circle, and we're going to leave our answers in terms of pi. So for our first example, I'm going to identify my center, and I'm going to draw a diameter. And my diameter is recognized as 36 yards. So in order to find the diameter, in order to find the area, we're going to have to take our diameter and use that to find our radius, because with area, you have to use the radius. You cannot use the diameter. There's no alternate formula like there is for circumference. So to find the radius, that would technically be half of the diameter. Right? So half of 36 is 18. So the radius is 18. My apologies. Okay. So in find the area, we have pi times 18 squared. And if you don't remember your perfects, you can use your calculator, but 18 squared is 324. And we're going to write that number in front of pi, 324 pi. And then we want to label it. Now the label is yards, but when you find area, area is squared. So the area would be 324 pi yards square. So the reminder is that area units are squared. And an easy way to remember that is that the formula uses a square. So therefore the units are squared as well. Area units are squared. So most of you have done an area problem before, so we're going to go ahead and move on to area of a sector of a circle. Well, first we need to define what is a sector. Okay. So a sector is a portion of a circle created by a central angle. A portion of a circle created by a central angle. So it looks like such. Right? A portion of a circle that's created by a central angle. And typically we refer to it as a shaded part, because technically there's two sectors, but the shaded part would be the part we are referring to. And normally what I tell students is that think of a sector like a pizza slice. Okay, if you're referring to a normal cut of a pizza from the middle, you have what would be like a pizza slice. Now, what is the formula to find this area? So it's going to be your arc degrees, which is what we learned on the last lesson, divided by the total degrees, which is still the same because it's a circle, and you multiply it by pi r squared, or in other words, the area. So using that information, remember arc degrees is theta, total is always 360, and the area again is pi r squared. And so this is going to be the formula we use for the next couple of problems to find the area of a sector.